Are you a traditional Roman Catholic? Do you believe everything the Church has traditionally taught? Good. Here's what the Church teaches about the papacy. In 1853, Pope Pius IX taught, "Now you know well that the most deadly foes of the Catholic religion have always waged a fierce war, but without success, against this chair. They are by no means ignorant of the fact that religion itself can never totter and fall, while this chair remains intact, the chair which rests on the rock which the proud gates of hell cannot overthrow, and in which there is the whole and perfect solidity of the Christian religion. Therefore, because of your special faith in the Church and special piety toward the same chair of Peter, we exhort you to direct your constant efforts so that the faithful people of France may avoid the crafty deceptions and errors of these plotters and develop a more filial affection and obedience to this apostolic see. Be vigilant in act and word, so that the faithful may grow in love for this holy see, venerate it, and accept it with complete obedience. They should execute whatever the see itself teaches, determines, and decrees." In 1885, Pope Leo XIII taught, "If in the difficult times in which our lot is cast, Catholics will give ear to us, as it behooves them to do, they will readily see what are the duties of each one in matters of opinion as well as action. As regards opinion, whatever the Roman pontiffs have hitherto taught, or shall hereafter teach, must be held with a firm grasp of mind, and so often as occasion requires, must be openly professed." In 1890, Pope Leo XIII taught, "Wherefore it belongs to the Pope to judge authoritatively what things the sacred oracles contain, as well as what doctrines are in harmony and what in disagreement with them, and also, for the same reason, to show forth what things are to be accepted as right and what to be rejected as worthless, what is necessary to do and what to avoid doing, in order to attain eternal salvation. For otherwise there would be no sure interpreter of the commands of God, nor would there be any safe guide showing man the way he should live." In 1930, Pope Pius XI taught, "A characteristic of all true followers of Christ, lettered or unlettered, is to suffer themselves to be guided and led in all things that touch upon faith or morals by the Holy Church of God through its supreme pastor, the Roman Pontiff, who is himself guided by Jesus Christ our Lord." In 1944, Pope Pius XII taught, "Mother Church, Catholic, Roman, which has remained faithful to the Constitution received from her divine founder, which still stands firm today on the solidity of the rock on which his will erected her, possesses in the primacy of Peter and of his legitimate successors the assurance, guaranteed by the divine promises, of keeping and transmitting inviolate and in all its integrity through centuries and millennia to the very end of time, the entire sum of truth and grace contained in the redemptive mission of Christ." And lastly, in 1949, Pope Pius XII taught, "The Pope has the divine promises. Even in his human weaknesses, he is invincible and unshakable. He is the messenger of truth and justice, the principle of the unity of the Church. His voice denounces errors, idolatries, superstitions. He condemns iniquities. He makes charity and virtue loved." All this is the perennial traditional Roman Catholic teaching on the papacy. Can you really affirm all this traditional teaching and still believe that Francis is the Pope? And if not, which of the two has got to go?